So the question is, who is Dr. Romero? Funny enough, I don't even like my patients calling me Dr. Romero. When I present myself, I just let them know that if they want to call me doctor, they can call me Dr. Mario. If not, my name is Mario Romero. And I was born in South America. I was born in a country called Ecuador, in a city called Guayaquil, which is the largest city in Ecuador. Guayaquil has approximately 3 million people that live in the city. It's a very hot and humid city. It's only an hour and a half away from the Pacific Ocean, so near the beach. And I grew up in I would say a middle, low class income family, a very blue collar family. My dad is a businessman. My mom, an oral surgeon. She at that time was in dental school when I was born. She graduated a few years later. I grew up in that city in a family of 3. So there's myself, an older sister, and a younger brother. In 1984, we had a cousin that moved in with us. Her name is Glaucia. My mom likes us to call her Judy because her second name is Judith. And I literally consider her my older sister. She's the oldest of all 4 of us. And since 1984, there was 4 of us in our house. And then, each and every one of us left the house, got married, got their professions. We're all out of the house for sure at this moment in our lives. And we all have different careers. I am the only dentist out of the 4 siblings. And I met I want to talk a little bit about my family. I met my wife in 1984, same year that Judy moved in with us. And I met her I was 15 years old, she was 12. And we've been together since then. We got married in 1991. We have 4 children and 3 grandchildren at this moment in our lives. We are empty nesters, which is great. And now, because of that, Joanna works here in my office. I own a small dental practice here in Sarasota, Florida, and she works here with me and 3 other people. We have 1 more person in the front desk, 1 dental assistant, and 1 dental hygienist. I always get the question, how did I get inspired to become a dentist? And before I talk about that inspiration, I want to tell you that I did not go to dental school immediately after graduating high school. I actually thought that I wanted to be a doctor, so I went to medical school for 3 years approximately, and just realized that medicine wasn't for me, and decided to switch careers, and I moved into dentistry. And the weird thing is that my mom, who is my real inspiration in this profession, she was a dentist already at that time. She's a practicing oral and maxillofacial surgeon. I would see her go to her job and come back, and she would talk about her cases. But for some reason, it didn't catch my attention, when I graduated from high school. But I'm so happy that I made the switch because I really enjoyed my time in dental school. Dental school was a hands-on career from day one. Challenging career, but very hands-on. So you get to start working with patients almost immediately once you're in the program. The dental school for me was a 5-year program. I graduated in 1995, and then I took 2 years off, and I came to the United States just to learn more. So I got into a program where I was learning more about restorative dentistry, about adhesive dentistry, where I met my first mentor, Dr. Paul Klein, who literally taught me everything I know about adhesive dentistry, and who inspired me to follow other big leaders in the area of adhesive dentistry at that time. And during those 2 years, I met Dr. Peter Dawson. And when I met him, things really started to change in my career. I decided to pursue his continuum in St. Petersburg, Florida. I spent with him almost a year, coming back and forth in different levels that they offered at that time. I completed my training there in 1998, and then went back to Ecuador and started my practice that same year. I practiced in South America for 15 years with my mom. We had a partnership in that practice. And then in 2011, I decided to pursue a career in academics. So I moved back to the United States, and I have to really thank my wife and my family for their support throughout that process. I had to go back to school for 2 years in order for me to get a license in the United States. So I attended the Eastman Institute for Oral Health in Rochester, New York, which was another great experience in my career. And after 2 years, in 2013, I was able to get my first job in the United States as a faculty at the Dental College of Georgia. I spent 9 years at the Dental College of Georgia. Initially, I started as an assistant professor and worked up through the ranks to achieve my associate professorship also there. And the first couple of years, I was teaching operative dentistry, occlusion, and aesthetic dentistry. And then I became the program director for the advanced education in general dentistry program at the dental school. And I had that position for 4 years, which I really, really enjoy getting to work with young dentists and getting to train them for a full year in the more advanced concepts of restorative dentistry. In 2022, I decided to move to the state of Florida and started my practice here just a year ago in Sarasota. Again, a very small boutique type of practice where I'm the only dentist, and we focus on highly aesthetic and biomimetic restorative dentistry. And you know, we've been doing it here now for a year. So far is doing great. So I hope that we continue that path. You know, the whole purpose of this series of videos is that, you know, you get to know us. You get to know how RDS or Romero Dental Seminars started. When did it start? Why did it start? And for that, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. And I hope to see you in the next couple of videos. Thank you for watching.